My name is Taki. I'm so happy to be in your faces again, one year week again, and I will trust that this week should be better than the rest. For some person, they want to believe that January is actually the longest month of the year. At the point, I used to disagree, but at this point, I'll let you guys, January is the longest month of the year. Trust me. For other months, we would have been like 31st or something right now, but January was still like less than 20. So it just prove how long this month can be. Anyways, guys, welcome again to this segment. We trust you guys had an amazing weekend where you had maximum fun at the time. Now, trust me, for those of you who work and all of that, it's very 9 to 5, guys. Weekends should be that time where you should go have maximum rest, have fun, enjoy yourself. Because Monday, you begin that same routine again. And if you don't have enough time to rest, trust me, there's a popular saying they say all work without play make Jack a dull boy, and I'm sure you don't want to be a dull person. Anyways, my name is Daki. You can spell it as Darkie. Thank you to our fans. You guys are amazing. We love you guys so much. The news is buzzing. Tiwa Savage, after leaving Davido with the fight, she has gone to picture tent with Wizkid, and it gets more dicey because if you are friends with David and Wizkid, this is a time whereby you have to be very, very careful. Because especially if you're friends with David and Tiwa Savage, this is a time to be very careful because if Tiwa hangs out with you, it might put a denting image as that she's coming to pitch tent with you because of Davido. And then if you're hanging out with Davido, it might look as though you're trying to spite Tiwa Savage. So it just get dicey. But regardless, people like Today Not have been doing that professionally, posting their videos at the same time, doing stuff for them at the same time without no bias or emotions. For people like that, we know that they stand tall on their own. But then for standers, this is a good time to just keep quiet because the same way they fought, the same way they would come back together. But all of this, I'll bring them to you in the news. Like I said, you don't want to miss this one. In coming news, we saw Mohbad's father coming with a statement, and then Mohbad's team has come out to debunk all of that. Today is Gospel Day. You don't want to miss any episode. And if I were you, I'll put on my notification button so that whenever any video drop, I would be the first person to know. Let's go straight to what the news look like. We'll begin to the news with no other person than Burnaboy. We saw over Friday, 21 Savage, Burnaboy, and Metro Boomin. You look like Metro too much. We saw them come with a song Just Like Me, and that song was an amazing one, trust me. Burnaboy once again came first in the song. He have said that initially, put me on the record, I come first. There's no way. You can't, let it be Jay-Z and Kanye West, let it be Beyonce, whoever it is. If you're having me on your song, I must come first. If we're not going to sign that, I'm not going to be on your song. But this time again, I miss those big guys. Burnaboy came first again. And that song, Just Like Me, has just spent his third day on at 75 on the USA Spotify Daily Top Song with over 414,000 streams. Still on Burnaboy, that's in the UK. That's in the US. Now to the UK, we saw for the UK Apple Music Top Song, Just Like Me sit at number 87. It went about 20 points upward, and trust me, it is an amazing one. Seeing that in the US and UK, Burnaboy, Metro, and 21 Savage are coming through amazingly on the song. Moving on, we saw Burnaboy ties Wizkid as the African artist with the most entries in the global Spotify Daily Top Song chart history with 10 songs each. Now, this guy, when they say we have growth like Davido, Burnaboy, Wizkid, a lot of them have done stuff that you want to just say, indeed, leave them. These guys are exceptional. Burnaboy and Wizkid are that person. They've done it like consistently back and forth. Now, you want to give credit to these guys because they've maintained that GOAT statusship. Because if they've not been doing what they're doing, we're going to say other people like Asake, Rama, and Cole coming up. Because at the point, Davido was struggling and in numbers. Well, yeah, he's back again. But while he was struggling, Burnaboy and Wizkid were keeping the pace up in such a way that it became unreachable for every other young artist out there. Moving on, we saw 21 Savage, Burnaboy, and Metro Boomin with their song Just Like Me, currently charting in about 66 countries on Apple Music. We have countries like Cameroon with 47, Lithuania 47, Luxembourg 48, Portugal 48, Trinidad and Tobago 49, Liberia 52, Bulgaria 55, Jordan 55, Switzerland 55, North Macedonia 55, and for Bahrain 69. For those of you guys who has plans to jackpot, this is a good list to our news, because when you listen to our news, we'll give you guys countries that you most likely never heard existed before. Countries like Bahrain, North Macedonia, Switzerland, Jordan, Bulgaria. I'm so sure if you check well with Squad that these countries, maybe not as difficult as you can, yes. Just think about it. But anyways, Burnaboy is charting these countries, and on Apple Music, it's an amazing one to see that they have, or each the song is featured in, and the song is doing massive numbers in these countries. Moving on, we saw Burnaboy Taliban's with Byron Messiah have just surpassed 35 million streams on Spotify. Now, this song is a big debatable song. Now, the song that initially was owned by Byron, which the initial one had a Chris Brown on the collaboration, and then it was said that Burnaboy bought the song from him and made it his own. As a matter of fact, even featured him on the song. And obviously, this song was created with an intention. And even on the Grammys, the song was recognized and it has been doing massive numbers everywhere. Burnaboy indeed goes with intentions. Moving on, we saw Burnaboy City Boy have just surpassed 95 million streams on Spotify. Officially, the countdown to 100 million streams has just begun. Burnaboy is that person. We all know that numbers are his thingy, and it is with no shock that Burnaboy in coming days should have attained 100 million plus stream on City Boy. Moving on to Asake, a lot of persons want to say this is the rudest person in the world, like that, the rudest person in the Afrobeat space. This guy is so rude, such that he just drops on without prior information. He doesn't care about what you think or say. He just want to drop his song the same way he want to drop it. It's his thoughts, his opinion, Olamide endorse it, and boom, the song is everywhere. On Friday, while we are going to our houses and all of that, we just went online and discovered that Asake has dropped the one he called Only Me, and then trust me, amazing song, amazing body of work. Now we had the conversation on Friday where we spoke about who would be the first artist to come through with a banger, and it looked like Asake watched that episode because he just responded to us saying, "Oh, while you guys are talking, I have a banger coming through." And before the end of the day, he just pulled that one on us, called it Only Me, an amazing body of work. We saw where he posted that on his Audio Mac page where he said, "Celebrate my birthday by streaming my new single, Only Me, all month long. Excited for 2024 with you all." Asake have just announced that Happy New Year, and my way of doing that is to drop a single on my birthday. And that's Friday was his birthday. And dropping the single on his birthday means he was going to drop the one he called Only You. Amazing body of work, amazing jam. And at the time it came out, the numbers were shaking. People were trembling. Kiss Daniel, Wizkid, what's going to happen? Number one. But yeah, I'll give you guys an update on that. Moving on, we saw on Lagos Apple Music Top 25 song. Obviously, Only Me sit at number 1 for Lagos Apple Music Top 25 song. Also, for the Spotify chart, for the Spotify Top 50, Only Me also sit at number 1. We have Kiss Daniel 22 at number 2, and Zino Liski Sonny Ade sit at number 3. Now, this is the thing about Zino. This is not Zino news, right? I'll let it slide. But basically, we saw Asake and Only Me sitting as number 1 for the Spotify top, for the Audio Mac Top 50 charts. Moving on, we saw Asake has just been on the top, or has been on the top artist in the longest for 693 days straight. Asake rises 2 points up to reign at number 1 on Nigeria's Spotify Daily Top Artist chart. Now, this chart should just be given to either Burnaboy and Asake because they've been doing back and forth for like a couple of months now. Burnaboy takes first this week, Asake takes first next week. Burnaboy takes first, Asake takes first, Burnaboy takes first, Asake takes first. Now, it's just been a back and forth tussle, but then Asake has cemented his position between 1 and 2 on the Spotify Daily Top Artists in Nigeria. Burnaboy is also not smiling because he is also giving them a run for their money. But then for this week, Asake tops with number 1, and while Burnaboy comes as number 2. For next week, this table might just change. You don't miss this one. Moving on, we saw for Nigeria Spotify Daily Top 50 song, Asake sit as number 1 on that one also. And I'm talking about Asake now became the cover for the Boomplay Nigerian Best Playlist. And trust me, for having, these are spaces where we have Leo Forigash before and A-list artists and all of that. But now we are seeing Asake, Rema, Omale, these other youngins coming there to be the face and the cover of this playlist. I'm based on to see Asake being the cover for the Boomplay Nigeria Best Playlist. Amazing one. And obviously, a song Only Me is giving all the accolades that it deserves and more. Moving on, we saw for the first time, this became a big debate on Twitter, but then for the first time ever, Asake has failed to make the number 1 position on the Apple Music Top 10 charts after 24 hours of release. Landlord don't turn tenants. Now, basically, it became a back and forth after Basito called people attention to this, where he said, Asake has not made number one. Why is it called the landlord and no back and forth? And at the time, it was on number 4 or even less than that. But that spurred up his fans to come through, stream. But then the song currently sits at number 2 with Twetwe at number 1. Now, this is the thing about this thing. A lot of people want to believe that Asake has enjoyed the number 1 wave because by the time you drop a song, we have just limited people who were buzzing at the time. Now, look at the old back effects from Mr. Money with the Vibe to Rock of Art. He enjoyed his stay. Like, he had an amazing run at the time. And in Nigeria, he cemented his place. So no wonder he had those privileges at the time. But this year, or this chart is currently looking different. Kiss Daniel, very big week, one of the best in the game. Came through one of the biggest songs ever with Twetwe. And obviously, Machala also was buzzing with IDK, where he also featured another chatting guy talking about Zlatan. And you cannot underemphasize or overemphasize what these collaborations would do. Basically, this has been telling on the song, and but then Asake has struggled to be at number 2. Will he break the thing to get to number 1? Let's wait and see. But obviously, even if he doesn't get there, you could cut him some slack because he has done over well for himself. Moving on, we saw Asake Lonely at the top at the time and just surpassed 50 million stream on Spotify, an amazing one for him. And we just say congrats to him for all of that. Now, this is just a subtle call. Please and please, people should not call for the head of Asake. Number 1 is not his bet, right? He enjoyed it at some point, yes, but obviously it's a space that anyone can get to if you have a song. Moving on, we have Wizkid as the next guy on the list. We saw Davido and Cubana Chief Priest showing love to Wizkid IDK while they were going out in Lagos in their Rolls Royce at the time. Now, we all know Cubana Chief Priest got himself a Rolls Royce Pelican at the time, an amazing car. Now, this car is just one that everyone is getting. Kiss Daniel has one, Wizkid has a Rolls Royce, Burnaboy has a Rolls Royce, Davido has a Rolls Royce, Flavor Nabania just got himself a Rolls Royce, Burnaboy Steph London has a Rolls Royce. Everybody is just Rolls Royce everywhere. And then we saw in Cubana Chief Priest vehicle, we saw Davido and Cubana Chief Priest chilling to Wizkid IDK at the time. I will tell you for free, Afrobeat is paying, and if you're an upcoming artist, this is a good time to want to try that in the game. If it's not working out, keep trying it. One of those days, it would pull through for you. And moving on, we saw Wizkid Sandman Volume 2 EP came back to number 1 position on the Apple Music in Nigeria. Now, we saw where Tiwa Savage displaced it over the weekend, but then FC will just not agree. They won't agree. They're stubborn as that, and they also came through pulling Tiwa Savage back to number 2 and making sure that Wizkid, their main man, currently sits as number 1. We saw Wizkid actually at the Sacred Palace hanging out over the weekend with his friends. We saw Wizkid entrance with the big Wiz emblem and with briefcase of money, like everywhere. Money was everywhere. Wizkid looking so short came through, obviously having himself to Wizkid just chilling, basically. Chilling, no effort, no energy, no wasting of time, no stress. He's just going through his pee and enjoying himself at the time. And obviously, Wizkid is the envy of every other Nigerian because everybody want to live the kind of life Wizkid is living. But obviously, he's enjoying himself, and then we are so happy that bit by bit, Wizkid is coming back to the Wizkid we used to know. Still on Wizkid, we saw Wizkid over the weekend having dinner with Tiwa Savage. This at the time has been a back and forth for last week, where Tiwa was trending after Tibli's house, her ex-husband, came out to drag Davido over assault on his wife and his kids at the time, and it became worrisome. Will Davido do that? Can Davido do it? Are they fighting? Is Tibli's chasing clouds? Now it became real after Tiwa Savage came through with a court order against Davido, where she laid a complaint and sued Davido at the time and wrote a letter to a lawyer saying that Davido assaulted her and used some insultive word on her and back and forth. After all of that, we saw where there was an alleged conversation on WhatsApp that leaked that insinuated that Tiwa Savage and Davido had a back and forth, which even made Tiwa Savage insult Davido. At the time, there was a voice note Davido sent, and in that voice note, we could not get a full recording of the voice note, but that one would have spawned a reaction for looking at the alleged conversation that came out between Tiwa Savage and Davido. The twist of that is the fact that it could be altered, it could be doctored, because we've seen conversations on WhatsApp being doctored, being altered, and back and forth. But regardless, like I said, it was alleged, and it made more sense because at the time, it is now confirmed that yes, they are having a back and forth together. And I saw, like I said, hanging out with Wizkid for dinner, and people came out to say, yes, who is a better person? Leave Davido. Davido is a narcissist. Davido is this. Davido is that. Davido is proud. Davido is wicked. Davido is this. Who is a better person? Who is matured? And people forget early that Tiwa and Wizkid actually used to be very good friends. So this is not coming like up now. They've been co-friends before now, enjoying themselves and all of that. So this is not breaded because of Davido and Tiwa Savage fight. This is breaded because Wizkid and Tiwa Savage are best of friends, even way before now. So basically, it's good to see the Afrobeat is thriving, and Tiwa and Wizkid once again are having a very soft relationship. Before now, we've heard reports about there could just be the fact that Tiwa and Wizkid are actually having a back and forth, but with this thing now, it's confirmed that there is nothing like that, or even if there is, but they've settled it because at the time they are on good terms, and this is what we love to see in the Afrobeat space. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very next one.